Aquarius, what's going on? It's your girl D here with your November 2022 astrology reading. This is going to be a reading where I'm looking at the planetary alignments and talking about some of the energy that you may be feeling, experiencing, or seeing around you for the month of November. Time frame can vary though, especially now that we're in eclipse season. These energies can be felt probably for the next 6 months out. We just had the solar eclipse October 25th, and then on November 8th, we're having a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus where the North Node is. So this is going to be a general read for my Aquariuses. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This may resonate most strongly with Ascendant, Sun, and Moon sign Aquariuses, but it can resonate with anybody because we all have Aquarius in our chart. So if you need a personal, my information's in the box below, and feel free to subscribe to this channel and my other channel, which is called the Mini Styles of Tarot. The link for that's in the box below, as well as my link to the Patreon membership and any information you need on getting a personal read. So your first house here, Aquarius, we got Saturn here going direct. Saturn is your ancient ruler. So this energy is energy that you're not, it's not like you're unfamiliar with it. This is an energy of just, in reference to how you put yourself out there to the world. People may be seeing you as somebody who's by the book, somebody who, you may be limited in who you speak to or who you're talking to. It could be that, the people that you talk to or associate with are colleagues, okay? Some of you may work in government, or, you may be dealing with something in reference to retirement, I feel like. Maybe, I feel like there's an energy of you, some of you could be losing friends. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if that's going on, because we got Pluto and Cap and Saturn and Aquarius, and that's your 11th and 12th houses. So, this could be, you losing friends in reference to maybe someone passing away, or, maybe your friendship is different now because maybe somebody is going through something. Maybe they're going through a loss. But I feel like this could be something that you're dealing with. Just it's Saturn's in your first house, so it's just like I feel like if these are people that you've known for a long period of time, people that you have years of a connection with. You may see these relationships changing. People may not be well. And you may find out once you hear about them. So that could be something that you could be dealing with right now. But your second house, where we're talking about your money, that's where Pisces is. I feel like maybe some of you have been spending a lot more, or you may end up spending a lot more than you want to, or you may, just be careful overspending. Take a look at what's going on with your money. And your third house here, I feel like this is an energy of, this is Aries. This is your ideas, your views, your lifestyle choices, the things you like to do socially, where you live, what you do in your community, what part you play, that type of thing. And Chiron is here for the collective. So, I feel like some of you are going through stages where, how, you may have grown up in a particular area, and now, 30 years later, 40 years later, 50 years later, however, you've watched things change. So for some of you, that could be what's going on here. Maybe you're considering moving, okay, but maybe you are afraid, or maybe you're just trying to make sure you're prepared, okay. That some of you could be considering that. Yeah, because your third and fourth house are lit up, so maybe some of you are considering moving, or there's some type of emotional shift that's going on with you. Like I said, for some of you, it could be that you may have lost friends or family members, or close people to you may have lost friends and family member. I just feel like time with Saturn here, there's cycles that are completing here with relationships and friendships that you may have had. Now, with the fourth house being where Taurus is in the North Node, you have your ruling planet here, which is in retrograde. This is where we're going to have the full moon lunar eclipse on the 8th. And we're building up to that energy right now. So this is in your 4th house. This has to do with your emotions and your feelings. Maybe some of you are feeling, maybe if you're feeling a little emotionally unstable, that may change. You know, you may start feeling more stable, or you may be the person who is the rock in the family. Okay, maybe people are going through things and they're coming to you and they're, you know, venting to you, or you may have friends going through things or family members going through things, and you're like the rock, you're like their solid, their rock, their support. So I feel like some of you could be going through that. Or maybe you're looking for that rock or support, whatever transformation that you're going through in your life. Now, in reference to you having fun, we have Mars here in Gemini. This is your 5th house, so this is the house of your children. Some of you may have children who are not getting along. Okay, I see that strongly here. You may have more than one child, and, you know, they don't get along with their siblings. Or maybe the tense energy between the siblings has calmed down or has quelled a bit. But if this is not about children you have, this could be in reference to you and your siblings. Maybe there's an energy here where you may feel like you may be thinking about the other person, and maybe you may, like, say, for example, that person did you wrong, that sibling or relative did you wrong, and all of a sudden it comes to your mind of how they did you wrong, and you find yourself cursing them out in your head like, oh, shit, I don't know who the hell did. You know how you do, right? After you rehash something, you thinking back, oh, like, shit, what you expect me to act, how you expect me to act, that was wrong what you did, I don't care what nobody said, that type of thing. So I feel like if you're going through your head and you're, you know, defending yourself to this person in your head, I feel like this person is thinking about you. Okay, for a lot of you, this is family members, siblings, you know, or your children that are fighting with each other, you know, are thinking about each other and maybe considering connecting, or it could be family members, cousins, and things like that, trying to make amends and trying to make peace in the family, right? Or maybe they're trying to get you to participate and help with that. It could be that. So if this is not about you and your siblings, then and your children, you know, this could be maybe you're not throwing as many tantrums as you used to. Maybe, you know, as far as your childhood, your inner child. Some of you may need to have a little bit more fun. Maybe you're not doing the things you're used to. You're thinking first. You're like, okay, I don't know what's going on out here. Maybe things have changed since you've socialized in this manner, you know, and you're not sure what the rules are. You're trying to figure out what to do and how to do things. Some of you could be planning a short distance trip somewhere. Maybe you are considering going to see a family member, you know, or staying with family or friends. All right, so just be careful with planning of that. But I do see that going on here for some of you. Now, your 10th house, that's where all that scorpionic energy was going on. And that's in your house of your career. All right, so Aquarius, for you, there could be some changes going on in your workplace. Some of you could be leaving your job, going to another, looking for another job. You may hear back from one job. Some of you could be considering retiring, okay? And you're looking at, you know, how long you've been there, how much this place has meant to you and how much you meant to it. Maybe there's some type of party, an anniversary party. Maybe somebody's throwing you a retirement party, something like that. But all of that energy as far as the rebirth, like something coming to an end and then something else being born as a result of it, is going on in your house of career. Okay, so again, some of you are changing positions in some way, or you're changing industry. Okay, whether you're coming into a new industry or you're retiring out of one that you've been in for a period of time. But this is also, you know, your reputation of how people see you as well. Maybe some of you are just not wanting to, you know, maybe people just haven't seen you in a while. Maybe you've just been keeping a low profile. So I feel like, you know, you may see some people that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe there were some organizations or people you used to work with. You may be running into them, or you may be hearing word about them, something that's going on with them. You know, maybe you heard that an old colleague or a coworker died, or, you know, maybe they're celebrating some type of party or something like that. Now, all of that energy is what's going on right now in your 11th house, though, is that's Sagittarius. There's nothing going on there, but in the middle of the month, all that energy that's going on in the 10th house is going to move to the 11th house. So now this is, your social life, your long-term goals. I feel like for some of you, there's a major change going on with your long-term goals, your dreams. Something is changing up in reference to the things that you want. Like the things that you want are changing. What makes you happy is changing, right? So I do feel that as well. Now, as far as your dreams and those types of things changing, what could be opposing that energy is, let me see. Well, I feel like what may be causing that change could be this full moon energy in Taurus, like your 4th house and your 10th house. That's the south node, north node energies. And they're opposing one another. So when it comes to, your career, things like that, and what's going on in your private life, you could be, some of you may come into some unexpected money, or you may have some money coming in and you're not letting people know. I would keep it a secret. You do that, okay? Definitely. But I do sense here there's some type of ending. So again, I get somebody quitting their job, somebody going from one job to another, or being promoted. I also see, yeah, just moving on, retirement, things like that. Because you're going from the 10th house to the 11th house. So the 11th house deals with long-term goals, stability. Your 10th house deals with career. So yeah, somebody's retiring. Maybe it's your boss that's retiring. Don't have to be you. It could be somebody you work with who's retiring, that you work with for a period of time. But yeah, so there could be new opportunities for you, unexpected opportunities for you, unexpected increases in money as a result of your promotion, or you going from one form of, maybe you're adding on an additional form of income, right? So I do see some change with that, though, but that's something that you're going to keep private, or you're going to want to keep private to yourself, okay? So don't tell people, what's going on with that. But that's a cool thing. All right, so yeah, I just feel like for some of you, you're gonna be hearing news, about different friends, what's going on with them. Some of them not doing so well. You may be getting, because you have a social life for you is important. So maybe even if it isn't now, you're gonna be hearing about friends from the past, things like that. In reference to what they're doing. There may be some major life changes going on with a few of your friends that you may hear about. So you may hear, oh, such and such got married, or such and such had a baby, or such and such passed away, or such and such had a 80th birthday party. You may hear different things about what's going on with, people around you and what's going and what they're doing. But you could be somebody who's going to be announcing that, oh, I have a grandbaby coming in, or a grandson coming in, or, oh, I'm retiring, or, oh, I got a promotion, or, oh, yeah, I'm starting my own business, so I'm quitting, or, yeah, I got a contract, whatever, or, yeah, I joined the choir, or, yeah, I joined this organization, because I do see a lot of people joining organizations through their workplace, and for what you're known as. So I see that going on. So there could be like initiations going on, especially in the spiritual realm. All right, I see initiations going on for sure, heavy energy with that. So there's a lot of change going on. You're going from one stage to another, but a lot of you are being initiated into this, whether it's just, here on the 3D realm or spiritually. All right, well, that's good news. I like that energy here. So with that being said, Aquarius, that's what I got for you for your astrology read for the month of November. I hope that you got something out of it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other channel, which is Many Styles of Tarot. The link for that's in the box below, as well as how to get in contact with me about a reading and the types of readings I offer, as well as the link to the Patreon. All right, I love you guys. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next reading. Later, Aquarius.